Alright, welcome back. We should now have enough of the tiny dry rubbers to make enough of the normal dry rubber, I guess you'd say. As we go and smelt this will give us the plastic that we need to continue. So we wanted we want that for one, and we want to make a bit of that also. That's very good, and I've just wasted an ender chest, but hey ho. So now it's the home run towards that. We'll have to set up some sort of mob farm though. What have we got? It's not going to be super annoying. I guess zombies. So we'll just do that. Grab a lever. We'll set on a remote lever for now. Probably going to need another flux doohickey for the slaughter factory itself. Actually, just break those out. Pretty sure. Yeah, it's literally just one block. So we need. Oops. How on earth have I managed to do that? Now, the one issue we will probably have here, I've just thought of. Will that work? I can reach that from here, so slabs need switching. There we go. Then if we just stand here for a moment. And then let that do its thing. Obviously it's not the best spawner in the world, but it's working. So I'll stand here for probably 5 or 10 minutes and then I'll bring you all back in when we've got some pink slime. Okay then folks, welcome back. We've got some pink slime. There's a little bit extra down there. I was AFK'd for about 10 minutes. I did have to disconnect this, which I'll leave disconnected for now actually. Just so obviously the latex could build up in there so we could get a bucket of it. So we're about ready to move on to the dissolution chamber step. Pretty sure anyway. Soon find out. So that should be powered up. That's good. So now we're ready to start looking at what we need for this. I do have a little bit of a backlog on that, so that's good. So we're going to need some plastic. Which I will just go and smelt real quick. So a couple of things. I changed up all the redstone wire to these redstone links. It just tidies it up a little bit. Still works exactly the same as before. Detects when the block's broke and then obviously places another one. So, yeah, I did that. I'm pretty sure I've done nothing else. So what do we need then? We need a simple machine frame is 2 nether bricks, 2 iron ingots, gold gear and 2 plastic. Thought I'd made a gold gear, must have used it. 2 nether bricks, 2 iron ingots. Now what I might do actually as well, tank. So just make a couple of these because obviously I'm going to be putting 1,000 millibuckets or whatever into there, and we only need like 250. So to save wasting it, we can extract it. What's that noise? Yeah, we should be able to extract it out obviously once we're done, and then we can use it at a later date in another recipe. So it's that, and that. Now there are a few actually enchantment sort of devices, I guess, machines. But I don't think we really need the others. I might look at them at some point. There are other bits of this mod I do want to look at some point, which I realised whilst I was AFK. So this might end up getting moved to a more permanent base of operations, I guess. But let's get started on this. This is the important thing because then we can switch the swords out, which will clear up another inventory slot. Okay, so that gives us that, and then obviously we've got 750 millibuckets left. So if I do that, and set that back up for pink slime. So then that should be that, 2 netherite scrap, 2 gold ingots and a diamond gear. Now we might struggle here. Oh, we do have 2 netherite scrap. That's more luck than judgment, I'll be honest. What was it? 2 gold ingots and a diamond gear. Is that right way around? Oh, I mean, it's working, so I feel like they should have been the other way around, but hopefully it's a bit more shapeless. I'm sure at one point they used to have to be in the right slots. Advanced machine frame. Nice, nice, nice. And that is about everything we need. We do need some more plastic though. So then I can extract that. That goes into there, which is very good, very good. Yep, so that's good. So no waste. I don't usually bother with that. I just break it and then replace it. But let's just go back to throwing all this latex into there so we can get some more plastic, because we're going to need at least one more. So that's what, 9 of these, which should hopefully be enough backlog. Okay, that's that. What else do we need? We've got everything apart from the gear. Enchantment Extractor, bit of that, bit of that. How are we looking for paper? Not great. Now then, this is going to be a little bit of a pain in so much as there are so many. Does this need power? I don't recall. Where can we put it? So I was tempted to put it there. This might work. Let's just break this. And if it does need RF, which it looks like, we'll just do another one of these. These things just make me lazy. I don't bother with anything other than these eventually, pretty much. Alright, so that should be good to go. Throw that in there. Okay, so my inventory is about to get extremely full of enchanted books. They can go in there, that can go in there, that can go in there. That I kind of need to keep hold of. In fact, hopefully they'll jog my memory. So now then, we need to remove all the enchants off this until we get to Knowledge of Ages. I think it works its way down from the top. So, possibly? No, it seems to be doing it really randomly. Let's just remove one at a time anyway. Yeah, see, that didn't remove knowledge. Come on, give me Knowledge of Ages already. There we go. Now, the issue we're now going to have is this is going to get ridiculously expensive to put all these enchantments back on. Yep. We do kind of want that one. That Knowledge of Ages can go in a box somewhere for now. Let's just grab a empty shulker box. Oh, that's just funny. Yep, let's do that. Let's just check where that brings us out. Right on there. Oh, that's great. Super duper great. So I'm going to have a think on a design and then we'll do a mob farm, I think, of some description. Hey guys, welcome back. So I chose a location to start building and I just started throwing blocks down. So what I'm aiming to do, I guess, I didn't want to go too big, is to do a sort of arena, I suppose. And then the plan being that it's essentially going to be a mob farm. So I've not really worked out the fine points of how I'm going to hook everything up. But obviously we've got a fair amount of room to play with in the sort of walls. This will be like a seating area, I guess. The walls probably have to be a bit higher. Still need to figure out more depth, and I'm still playing around with block choices pretty much at the moment. But this is, I figured, you know, I'd bring you in and show you what we're about, where we're up to. And this is where we're at for now, at least. I am really liking these beams and some of the chipped stuff for the lanterns. I think that works quite nice. I do like the spruce. I'm not 100% sure on the stripped spruce, but of course what we could do is mix this, well, change it out for stripped spruce walls, which would give us a little bit more depth. So I'll probably look at that. Yeah, and then I need to look at the stairs as well. Obviously we're going from 2 to 3, so maybe I'll make this a little wider or something. It doesn't really matter. I don't want to go too wide, otherwise we're going to be like, well, another block out. So here, which isn't massively bad, I guess, but I didn't want to come too far out. But equally, I didn't want to have like a one wide sort of stairway up, because that didn't feel right. Obviously come in, there'll be seats around the side. Haven't really thought about how I'm going to get down. I mean, obviously I've got flight, so you know it doesn't matter. I can just fly in and out. So if it is that I can't come up with a design to get down and keep it sort of aesthetically pleasing, then I'll just leave it as is. And, you know, we can just jump in and out. But we'll see. I am toying with the idea of putting some create doors and things in. So currently my thought is that essentially here, this could be the entrance. So there'd have to be some sort of stairway down, probably straight away from here. And then have like iron bars or whatever that, you know, a bit like a portcullis, raise up. Might be quite nice. But I'll probably have to enlist Chunk's help at least a little bit. Even if it's just to bounce ideas off, because in the long run it'll save time. And then originally I was going to have two. Say, what now? Yeah, originally I was going to have like two entrances. So what I tend to do with these, obviously that's our entrance. Yeah, I tend to have like a portal, and then the mobs spawn, get shoved into a portal, and then they all basically get thrown into like this end. So originally I was going to have two, like one here, one there, but that's in a mob farm context, that's not really any good because you'd be going from one side to the other. So I'm not really sure how I'm going to achieve that. So what I'm thinking I may do potentially is I might still have the portcullis that raises up, have a control panel essentially behind here, the same on that side, and then we'll hide all the spawners underneath in a spawn room that will bring them up to like this side, and then we can stand here and obviously do the killy kill. Potentially, that's where I'm sort of leaning toward. Yeah, sure, everyone gets mythic items apart from me. I just get common. I don't suppose it helps that I put mega torches down everywhere though. It has meant that I've been able to just chill here though and take my time, obviously throwing together a bit of a design. So I'm going to keep chipping away at this for a little while, and then I'll bring you back in once we're a little bit further forward. Hey everyone, welcome back. You've not missed a great deal, to be honest. I've done a few little bits and bobs. One of the things that I did probably about 15-20 minutes ago, since I had to do, or have started to do, a little bit of terraforming, I guess you'd call it, is I made a atomic disassembler. These tools just weren't cutting it in terms of speed. It was taking forever. Like, the mining gadget's pretty good for tearing out huge holes, I guess, but the precision on it's a little... I totally forgot that was under there. Yeah, the mining gadget, it's got a precision mode. I've not really played with it, but I'd rather just leave it as it is. So I've done a little bit more on the arena. I've also leveled up this sword a little bit more. Which you can see this, well, it was like a hill, I guess, going around here. So I started tearing down this hill. I was going to leave it as a hill. I'm now sort of toying with the idea of leveling it off, since it levels off again around here anyway. Which is a bit of a pointless hill. But we'll see. I'm leaving it. That's why I've not bothered sort of covering the stone or anything yet. But yeah, this is where we're up to with the arena. It still needs a lot more work. It's sort of getting there. It's kind of hard mixing the wood colours in, I guess. So obviously, I mean, I've put some jungle in behind there, or strip jungle. Put a sort of stairway in now, so we don't have to jump. So we can obviously get into here. Nothing new inside here particularly. Largely, it's just giving the appearance of like large spiky beams, I guess, making the main structure what it is, which is kind of hard to get right. I need to do a bit more work around this side. And yeah, I was sort of toying with the idea of curving this around, sort of there, to obviously then go into the main structure. Not really decided what I'm going to do on that yet either. I probably will sort of try it. No idea what's going out the front of here. Obviously originally we was on about doing a dock sort of here. However, it's literally a dock straight onto a hillside. Well, not even a hill. It's more of a mountain, I guess. A small mountain or a very large hill, whichever. So what I might end up doing, like I say, is I might tear this down to sort of sea level. I'll probably leave a little bit of variations in. That way, rather than have what we could have the dock as such, sort of coming around to here, around here, maybe even around here as well. I've not really looked down here, to be honest, so I don't really know what's around. I've been trying to fill in a lot of these sort of holes and caves as I've been going. One other thing I did do was I stripped all the enchantments off of Morgan, so that's basically all I've managed to get back on there for now. It's most of the important stuff, so it works pretty nicely as our main sword now, since it now outperforms base damage wise the other sword we had. So I stripped the enchants off that as well, and hopefully between the enchants we did have on this and the enchants that were on the other sword, we can get a decent main weapon. I'm just currently obviously stashing all my mahau in these diamonds. Excuse me. Sorry, I just ate. So we can obviously use that to increase the damage on Morgan even more. And we'll just keep going and going and going with that. The more I look at this, though, I am thinking I'm going to tear this down because it's really in the way. Obviously, I'll have to replace all this stone as well, but I'll do that at a later date once I know what's going where. But it should give us a bit of a better view now of obviously the arena. I'll probably have to go around and destroy all these trees as well, which will be a little bit of a pain because I imagine some of these leaves are going to be touching logs down there. Shouldn't be too bad though. That definitely feels better now I've opened that up. To have something here. Obviously we haven't got a lot of room to play with at all. The only place there is any room is obviously around this side. But I'll see if I can't think of something to put here. So I didn't actually do a lot more after the last clip. I can't remember if I flattened that out or not. Yeah, I think I might have flattened it out, but I don't think I'd filled in the stone, so I just replaced the stone obviously with grass and dirt. I have done a little bit more around here. I'm still working my way around. I'm thinking sort of adding these sort of bits coming out might work quite nicely. But for now, I'm just going around replacing all of this. If I can remember how I did the front end, I can just replace that with spruce as I recall. But yeah, nothing else really much to report, to be honest. Obviously, I know I was... What? Extended vein mining? Yeah, that's fine. And then I think these bits were all with the walls. Which I believe was something like that. Oh, I do love this builder's wand. Makes life so much easier. And then obviously we have to go back around and add the sort of spikes to the top. I probably ought to tear these trees down actually as well. But as you can see, obviously we did, what, a stack of walls, and there's basically none left. Again, already. So this, the hard part I'm finding actually is to mix up the height, because you quite often easily end up with a lot that are the same height. And you don't even realise you're doing it. liking where it's going, I must admit. It's turning out better than I thought it would. So I'm just going to keep chipping away at this for a little while, and then I'll bring you all back in once I've decided what we're doing next, whether we sort of just put seats in, or like I say, I might dig down, start digging out for the mob farm itself. But we'll see. I'll catch you all in a little bit. Hey everyone, welcome back. So it's been about an hour, I'd say, maybe a little bit more. Oh, someone's finally came up. So I finished off going around the edge. Again, it still needs work, but the basic shape's kind of there. And then I kind of found my groove a little bit, and I put in, well, basically slabs as stirring, obviously the inner circle, and a elevator there, so we can actually get down, get in, and do the killing, I guess. So obviously this will be the entrance. So like, I guess there's no real reason to be able to get around there, so that can all be sort of sealed off. I'm still leaning towards having, I mean, like this needs more work still, but I'm still leaning towards having control panels probably here and here, and then the kill area will be sort of here. But obviously the next step now really is probably digging out a massive area to actually house the spawners, which is probably what I'll look into next, but obviously that's just basically me digging down. I'm going to put it right under here, I think. Okay, that's going to do it for this episode. Thank you all for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and leave a comment if you've got any questions. I've been Winsworth. Take care, everyone.